Aloha from the Big Island, this is Karen, and today I'm with Jim Hood of the Mobile Computer Doctor. He actually comes into people's homes and helps them with computer issues, and he also has a degree in gerontology. So Jim is going to speak with you today a little bit about some computer advice, how to help things, especially as people get older. Thanks, Jim.
Great, thank you, Karen. And like Karen said, I do have a master's degree in gerontology, but I've also been working as a technology consultant for about 15 years. And so both of these topics are really near and dear to my heart. And so the number one tip that I have for both older adults or any children of those older adults or caregivers who are working with older adults is not about the security software that you'd put on the computer, but the security software that's right here in between your ears, because the place where security fails the most with computers isn't with the technology itself, it's actually with the end user. With the new Windows 10, which I'm sure you guys have heard about, and the new versions of the Mac and the iPhone operating systems, they've gotten really pretty good at tying up all those loose ends and filling in all those holes that used to let all kinds of viruses and things through now. So the scammers out on the internet have really changed their tactics. They're not trying to sneak things onto your computer as much as they still are, but that's not their primary vehicle anymore. The thing that's really happening is they're taking advantage of the weakness up here to fool people into doing things that they wouldn't ordinarily do. So you're at your house, and if somebody that you've never met before comes and knocks on your door and says, "I want in and I want to look around at all your stuff to see what it is that you've got," you'd say, "No way, there's no way you would let a stranger into your house." It's not something that we would do. But people routinely do that with their computers. The two big things that are happening right now, in particular with technology, is you might get a call from a random stranger saying that they're calling from Microsoft or calling from Apple, saying that they're sitting at a big command center and they've got a big screen and your name popped up that said, "Oh no, Mrs. Jones has a security issue on her computer." Like you'd see in the movies, like some superhero group or something. But that's not the case. Microsoft does not call people. Apple does not call people. They don't have a big command and control center that tells you, "Oh no, Mrs. Jones has got a virus. We've got to dispatch Superman right now." That's not how it works. So if you get a call from somebody, they've got an angle. They're trying to scam you. And the really sad truth is that the companies that employ these tactics actually have like psychologists on staff who have identified ways to shake you, to make you nervous, to frighten you into making decisions that you wouldn't ordinarily make. Like I said, you wouldn't let some random stranger come into your house. So why would you let a random stranger come onto your computer or onto your phone? And the other big thing that's happening is, in addition to the calls, is you'll be surfing along on the internet, and all of a sudden you get this pop-up on your screen that says, "Warning, Microsoft or Apple has detected that there's a problem on your computer, and if you close this window, or if you shut the computer down, you're going to lose all of your data, and your computer's going to die, and all these horrible things are going to happen. But what you need to do is call this number right now, and we will save you." And what people don't stop to think about is, where did that message come from? Because what it is it's a scam. It's a Trojan horse. There are Trojan horse viruses, but a Trojan horse is just something that is disguising itself as something other than what it is. It's wanting to look like something benevolent. I just had a client yesterday who got sucked into buying a $400 product from a random person that they'd never met before, who they let onto their computer as a result of a pop-up that came up from a website that they visited. Wow. And it just breaks my heart because, like I said, these people are employing tactics to try to frighten you, to make you worry that your computer's going to get broken, or that your bank accounts are going to get compromised, or that your photographs are going to be deleted. And for the most part, it's not true.
So what should they do?
So what we would do, I have some friends who refer to it as a firewall or a virus scanner for your mind. So the most important things you can do are asking this, like if you were to sit down and write a letter, write an essay, the question, or a newspaper article, the big questions you ask are who, what, where, and why. And so if you get this message that comes up on your computer screen, or you get a call on your phone, who is it? Who is it really that's calling? And if they say they're calling from a company, what verification do you have? What is it they're asking you to do? So if they're saying that they want to take control of your computer, why? And then that leads into why. Why is it? Are they?
Why is it necessary?
Why is it necessary? Why are you wanting to do this? Because for the most part, again, these people aren't trying to help you. They're trying to scare you, and then they're trying to sell you on things that you don't need.
Can you just click it out and leave and it's okay?
For the most part, you can. Most of the pop-ups that are coming up now really aren't infecting the computers. It's just a window that pops up that says, don't close this, because they know if you close it, you won't call the number. But for the most part, if you do close the window or reboot the computer, it's just fine. You also, ask where these people are calling from. Most of these people are calling from foreign countries. And it's one thing about letting a random stranger who maybe lives in your town into your house. Are you going to let somebody from somewhere you don't even know into your computer where you keep most of your private things, your most sensitive things? So just remember to ask those questions, the who, the what, the where, the when, before you make a decision to allow somebody to proceed to help you out. And if you answer those questions honestly, you'll probably come to the conclusion that, no, I'm not going to let this stranger onto my computer, and you will just have averted a big crisis, a big headache. So that's my number one tip.
Great. So ultimately, it's okay to just close it out or delete it and move it to junk if you can?
Yes, and if you do have any questions, like so my client who had this $400 problem, they're having me come today and look, because they are like, oh, I just want to make sure that this person didn't leave a back door on my computer for me to get into.
Right.
And for the most part, they don't do that, but this person went so far along in the process that they actually gave them credit card information and all of that. So they're going to have me come and check it out. So if you are going to have anybody look at your computer, I would recommend dealing with somebody local in your town, or if you a local company, or if any of your neighbors or friends, or have somebody they could recommend. When you're talking about your computer and all of your precious passwords and secrets and photos and bank information, go the extra step to find somebody that you trust.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Jim, and we hope this is helpful to all of you. So protect yourself, protect your computer, and just because you don't see it doesn't mean they didn't get in there and get a virus in there, so definitely follow up, right?
Absolutely.
All right, get regular checkups on your computer.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Have a great day, everybody. Aloha from Hawaii.
Aloha.